So this must be how the players feel when they actually come on the field here at the University of Phoenix Stadium. It's game day, Super Bowl. Okay, so here I am at Fan Fest. Is it called Phoenix Comicon Fan Fest, or do you
call it Phoenix Comicon Fan Fest?
So you guys actually say the entire thing?
Yeah. Phoenix Comicon Fan Fest. Yeah.
That sounds like a really long thing to say, Phoenix Comicon Fan Fest. Now, do you shorten to say PCCFF?
It seems like more work. Fan Fest.
That seems more work? Okay, I'm just going to call it Fan Fest. So Fan Fest is this convention. It's in December. It's here in Phoenix, and it's inside of a stadium. Yeah. So this is a stadium con. There's a few of these around the country, but this is like the biggest stadium con I probably know. And one reason I came to here is just to see this, but I also want to talk to people here too. So I'm going to talk to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to sign it, and I'm going to draw. First, I want to draw your character.
Oh, okay. It better be really cool though. I have high expectations.
You have high expectations?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You can watch over here. Yeah. Here, always stand over here. Okay. Okay. You know, I don't have any real art background at all, so.
It's still expectations high.
Oh, come on, dude. Don't do this to me. I don't know. This is okay. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, it looks, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, you can get me to draw characters of yourself.
No, just the rest stick figure.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. Oh my god, it's amazing!
Light. Yeah, it's like in the back is kind of heavy. It's like
yeah.
Is it heavy?
A little. But it looks awesome. I saw you at Sabo and I'm like, I'm gonna move out of the way.
I'm gonna move out of the way.
Hi, my name is Terry Fetter. I've actually been with the group since the very beginning. I'm one of the longest running members of the group. I dress up as Agent Phil Coulson from S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Juggernaut.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm Kim Chokut. I've been with the group for a little over a year, and I dress up as Pepper Potts and Shadowcat and Jubilee, some other X-Men, just a lot.
Yay!
And what we do is we are a costume charity group. We go out and do all kinds of different events for kids. We raise money for charity. We work alongside, like Kids Need to Read is one of our main charity groups that we do a lot of stuff with and help out raise money for. Like when you see the kids smile come up when they see their favorite superhero character, and especially like we're at the hospital when a lot of those kids come up. We did a Christmas in July event, and I dressed up as Santa. And to see, we were in the terminal ill wing, and see this little girl hop out of her bed, grab the attendant's hand, and run out to give Santa a hug. I'm like, it was just like that right there is why we do it.
I love going for characters that are a little more obscure, that not everybody's doing, that people don't always necessarily recognize them, but the few people that do recognize them kind of lose their minds.
Have people lost their minds at this con already?
I've had a couple people, usually vendors, that see it and go,
People, yeah, they come right up and they say, "Oh, Missile Flick," you know, and they get their camera phone, they put it up in my face and say this name right, and I get a little squinty and say, "Nah, I can't read it. I have my glasses on."
Because this mask was definitely made for a guy's head.
Yeah.
My chin's like somewhere up here, so I built a foam extension, and overall my curves are kind of hidden, so most people don't assume I'm a girl.
We do a lot of steampunk things as well, and we just went to an event where they had a big Western steampunk. So Tesla-Con, yeah. And so I actually did a series of all Western characters. So I have a Captain America, a Superman, Deadpool, and what else did I do? Punisher.
Yep, Cowboy Punisher.
Cowboy Punisher.
This is the actual makeup that they use in the show The Wicked.
Right.
And it's a water-based pancake that you can get from MAC. So you just paint it on like you would, like you're painting watercolor. Let it dry a little bit, then you powder it with just a basic makeup setting powder.
Right.
And then there's a fixing spray that you can get. There's a few different brands you can do. If you just Google fixing spray or setting spray, and it's basically a mist you just spray on and you let it dry. And I've been holding my broom since I got here.
Oh, so it's not.
And it's just barely so.
I got into Grifter a few years ago. I originally forgot about Wildcats because I used to watch it on TV when they had the cartoon.
Yeah.
I kind of just forgot about it. And then I ran into a comic at a convention. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. That cartoon was cool. And then I started reading the comics, and I was just like, oh man, this is so good.
You're on.
Hi, I'm Rainbow Bright. You can find me on theColorBelt.com.
The Color Belt?
The Color Belt.
Okay.
And basically this idea came about is I really wanted to do a Rainbow Bright, but I didn't want to do a typical Rainbow Bright. And since I do the Arizona Renaissance Festival, I came up with medieval Rainbow Bright.
I like that.
Basically mashing the two together because I was already Green Lantern. I wanted to make something westerny.
Yeah.
And the best translation I could find for it was the unlockable costume, the martial outfit from Red Dead Redemption. So I just color swapped it to black and green instead of black and blue.
Awesome. How do people
made this into a badge instead of a star?
How do people react to this here?
The kids love it. They think it's the coolest thing. Other people, it's like, oh yeah, I remember when they went back in time. And I was like, no, that was actually Jon Stewart that went back in time. And they're like, yeah.
They just go, just go with it.
Yeah. My hope is that if we get at least one person to either cry at how good our costumes are, or to stop us and say, I didn't know I needed this until now, then we're a success.
So that really inspired me to want to kind of get into that. And it was kind of a gateway drug because, you start making costumes, and I guess it's like tattoos. You get one, you want another. And so it just kind of went from there. Making new friends.
Making new friends.
Absolutely. Making friends from Seattle.
Seattle friend?
I mean,
Phoenix.
I've met people that I would have never met in my life, had I not been doing cosplay or like Men versus Cosplay, the cosplay calendar.
Yes, I met Annabelle. Yeah.
I was super honored to be able to do that. I did it last year, and then I'm in it this year.
So, okay, I really love this effect that you guys have. You can just move around so people can see. So basically, that's just a camera tied to the back?
Yeah, it's a closed circuit screen with a camera in the back, and it's supposed to be that he's been shot through and has a hole.
How'd you come with this idea to use like the camera to do all that?
Just thought about it and thought it should work and tried it, and it worked better than I thought, so I went ahead and built the whole costume.
That's a fact.
Yes, all right.
I think it was a high five. So this is
awesome.
This is a screen. So what is it like from?
There's a pardon?
What is it from? Like a?
It's just a little LCD screen, and then there's a small like a spy camera in the back of the costume that's wired into that.
So I'm surprised that somebody from New York City is here. New York Comic. Oh, I'm sorry. Not New York Comic Con.
I'm from New York Comic.
You are you did go to New York Comic Con.
Well, yeah, I wasn't born there. I was born in New York Comic Con, New York, but not New York. Yeah.
Okay, I'm really tired, so I'm just kind of mumbling stuff out. Like you know how tiring it gets. He's got food, so.
Yeah. Would you like the chips, sir?
Such torture.
It's fine.
It's flavored with cyanide.
Woo! And they're $5 too. I understand. They're like movie theater chip prices.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Arsenic adds a nice almondy flavor.
Thank you, sir, for nachos.
No problem.
Well, I like the atmosphere. I like the people. I like that you can just take your time and that we walk around and actually look at stuff without having a line of people behind you waiting to trample you to just keep going to wherever they're going.
Exactly.
And everyone here has been so nice. I remember when my first PCC, Gus Matos, he introduced me to everybody. I was just this guy that came here, didn't know anybody. I knew AZ Power Girl, but I didn't know everybody else. And he introduced me to everybody and made me feel at home. So I really like it out here.
Awesome.
If I could, I come out here every year.
Last time we debuted it was a completely different costume, and we revamped it for Phoenix Comicon. Like we redid the eyeball and everything. And it actually won first place at the Masquerade that year.
Sweet, nice.
So there's been a lot of work put into it since then.
How many different variations have there been since you first came out with it?
Just two.
Just two?
There was the original when I first made it, then we went through and redid everything up, and now it's where it stands.
So we tried to come through the main door, and everybody wanted a picture. It was awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
So you're basically crowd control for him.
I'm crowd control today.
Oh, you guys switch out? You guys switch?
Yeah, we're gonna switch out. But I only brought my shield. I can't get dressed up, and I see everything I want. So.
Okay.
The swords? We're looking for the swords.
We're looking for the swords there. We came here yesterday.
Y'all want a picture? Okay.
Oh, I think picture one people.
I want to be in this picture.
Okay. Ready? Yeah.
So what's the best reaction at this convention so far?
I think it was probably when Kevin Sorbo wanted our picture with, like, he like, you know how you get the printouts and whatnot?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna get a copy of that. He ended up doing that, so
Yeah.
we were like, oh, fangirling.
Yeah. That's gotta be like the top honor right there.
Goodbye now.
Yeah, we
God
were
have
gay.
it. This is all this.
We premiered it at Phoenix Comicon.
Oh, okay. So.
But
I believe this is our third time doing
wearing these two.
Captain Amelia and Dr. Doppler, and
This is
then
my
the second time doing the whole gang. Yeah.
So as the whole gang, what has been the reaction from people at conventions?
Oh my god, my childhood!
That is the number one when we hear.
Or I can't believe nobody knows this movie.
I don't know. I'd like to say that I'm going to be a cosplay photographer grandpa, because I've heard some cosplayers say they're going to be cosplay grandmas, cosplay grandpas. I'll be a cosplay photographer grandpa. But it sounds too long to say. It really does. You know, so this is how I work my exercise. I just kind of do like this.
Nice.
Switch.
So you standing at the booth all day? How you keep your camera endurance up when you're not?
No, this is how I keep myself occupied, because I stand at a table all day. I want to see what you guys do. You sit at a table all day. Okay, you guys have to stand behind me on the table and sell my book now. Okay, we're switching tables.
I quit.
No, go sit down. Go sit down.
So what's the story behind this book? I like to randomly go and stalk people. Yes, I did. What? How did you know?
7 years.
Yeah, we've been dating for 7 years, yeah.
Okay, did you guys meet at a convention?
No, we met in high school.
In high school? At a convention?
No, we actually didn't start going to conventions until we got into college. But we were actually not poor.
Was it Anime Club High School?
Actually, we did go to a club, but no,
That was a disaster.
That was a disaster. No, we actually met in the library because that's where all my friends used to hang out, and so he popped up.
So why were you popping up that day at the library?
I just...
He sat in the library every day, but my friends are forceful and made him sit with us that day. And that's how we met.
So basically, her friend stalked you.
Yep.
And then you're just like, why are you guys here?
Pretty much.
I never found out that reason.
Well, I don't know that. You know,
I mean, we just
toys.
made a grown man like tap dance.
You guys weren't. Well, here, I'll let them describe the story. What did you make me do?
We made you
tap dance.
Draw pictures in the book. You wanted us to, you wrote and get signatures from everyone around the booth.
Basically I went to this booth, and then I went to that booth, then I went to the other booth, and I went to the other booth over there, and then I got them all signed it.
And almost forgot to sign it yourself, your book, you know.
That happens sometimes. So I thought this is really fascinating because this guy actually is cosplaying street art, basically. So. It took me a second to figure out who he was doing, but it's actually kind of understandable when you see it. You know. Okay, got it. So this is the video part. What's your phone? Your phone. Okay, so he's deaf, so we'll have to do the interview by phone, basically. So hold on a second.